Don't limit yourself. Many people limit themselves to what they think they can do. You can go as far as your mind allows. What you believe, remember, you can achieve. Mary Kay Ashe. In truth, the greatest limitation of a person lies not in their circumstances, but in their thoughts. Many people build invisible walls around themselves with the words, "I can't," and then live their entire lives in the narrow box of fear and doubt. But life is never short of opportunities, only short of those who dare to believe they are worthy of them. When you change the way you think, the sky before you expands. Like a young bird spreading its wings for the first time, if you dare to leave the nest, you'll discover the sky has no limits. Your mind allows. That is the golden key. For every great thing in this world, from world-changing inventions to personal breakthroughs, begins with a single belief, the belief that I can. And it is that belief that turns the impossible into possible, dreams into reality. Don't let fear make you small. Don't let doubt stop you. Life is always bigger than you imagine. As long as you dare to believe, dare to step forward, and dare to surpass the limits in your mind, you will see. The world always expands with the scope of your vision and faith. I have long noticed that successful people rarely sit still and let things happen to them. They go out and make many stories happen. Leonardo da Vinci. Successful people are not those who wait for opportunity to knock, but those who open the door themselves. They don't passively watch life like spectators, but step boldly onto the stage, where light and challenges intertwine. Success, like a towering mountain amidst the clouds, is reached only by those who dare to walk, even with calloused feet and breathless lungs. Successful people know well, the world gives nothing to those who merely sit still. They step out, stumble, fall, rise again, and from those falls, many stories happen, stories of will, resilience, and faith forged in the fires of life. Like a painter who doesn't wait for colors to blend themselves, they mix, they create, they breathe life into every brushstroke. Successful people are the same. They don't wait for fate to paint their lives. They take the brush and draw their own destiny. This is not just an observation, but a gentle yet powerful reminder. If you want a story worth telling, stand up and step out. For only when you dare to act does life begin to write about you in its most unforgettable chapters. Success is not an accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and above all, love for what you are doing or learning to do. Successful people are like blacksmiths, unafraid of fire or pain, only fearing that the steel in their hands isn't strong enough. They toil tirelessly, forging themselves through every challenge, every failure, turning weakness into strength. Every drop of their sweat is a seed, and in time, it blooms into the flower of achievement. In that journey, love for the work is the flame that never dies. If hard work is the legs that carry you, perseverance is the compass that points the way, then love is the wings that let you soar beyond what reason imagines. It is love that makes people willing to sacrifice, to learn, to fail, to try again. And it is love that makes success sweet and worthwhile. Success doesn't come in a single night. It is the result of 1,000 days of quiet persistence. And only those who truly love what they do have the strength to go the distance where effort turns to light and dreams become reality. Set tough goals and don't stop until you reach them. Bo Jackson. Setting tough goals isn't about tormenting yourself, but about awakening the hidden strength within. For only when facing challenges beyond your old limits do you realize you can do more than you ever imagined. Like a diamond formed under intense pressure, True success shines only after relentless effort. And most importantly, don't stop, for on the journey to your dreams, there will be days when everything seems against you. Exhaustion, disappointment, the urge to give up. But the moment you persevere just a little longer, you've moved one step closer to victory. Every step, no matter how small, is proof of your courage. The successful person isn't the most talented, but the most persistent. They may not run the fastest, but they never stop halfway. And when they reach their goal, they don't just gain results, they gain the strongest version of themselves. Successful people start where failure ends. Never settle for just getting the job done. Tom Hopkins. Successful people see failure as a map pointing to the right path. Every mistake, every fall, is a valuable lesson. While others give up in discouragement, they calmly pick up the pieces, put them together, and keep moving forward. From the ashes of failure, they ignite the flame of success. And most importantly, they never settle for just getting the job done. For done is not the same as excellent. Ordinary people work to finish. Extraordinary people work to leave a mark. They put heart and mind into every detail, knowing the difference between good and great lies in giving their all. Success, therefore, is not a gift of fate, but a reward for those who dare to take one more step when others stop. No matter how hard life gets, there is always something you can do and succeed at. Stephen Hawking. Life can be harsh at times. It throws us into dark turns where hope seems to fade, but it is in those moments that the hidden strength of a person is awakened. Like a tiny seed stubbornly sprouting through hard soil, people can rise, grow, and bloom. Even in adversity, there is always something you can do. A reminder that opportunity never vanishes, it only changes form. You may not control everything, but you can still do your best within your reach. Whether it's a small action, a new idea, or simply an unyielding belief, all are the start of success. And success here isn't just glory, wealth, or fame. Sometimes success is simply not giving up. It's continuing to walk, even on a rugged path. It's smiling, even when your heart aches. For those who rise amidst hardship, truly understand what victory means. We conquer not the mountain, but ourselves. Edmund Hillary. The greatest journey of a person is not crossing nature, defeating others, or reaching the heights of fame. It is the journey of conquering oneself. The mountain out there is only a symbol, tall, treacherous, and challenging. But the mountain within each person is the true peak, the hardest to overcome. It is the mountain of fear, doubt, limitations, and laziness hidden deep in the mind. When we climb that mountain, the greatest victory is not the view from the top, but the freedom in our soul, knowing we have overcome ourselves. The true winner is not the one who stands first, but the one who never gives up on themselves. They don't let fear control them, don't let failure bring them down, and don't let the past bind their future. They move forward with steady steps, even when their feet are weary, because they know each step not only brings them closer to the peak, but to a better version of themselves. When you conquer yourself, the world outside will naturally yield. Start where you stand. Use what you have. Do what you can. Arthur Ashe. Life doesn't demand that you be exceptional or have every resource before you begin. It only asks that you dare to take a step. For every great success begins with small, sometimes clumsy, sometimes imperfect steps. But the first step, start where you stand, is a reminder that you don't need a different beginning. Look around right here with the tools, skills, and experiences you have, you already have enough to take one step forward. Like an artist who doesn't wait for a full palette to paint, they start with the few colors in hand, and from there, the canvas of life takes shape. Use what you have teaches us to value the present. Don't dismiss what you have as small, for from the smallest things, great resolve can be born. And do what you can is a call to action. You don't need to do something grand right away. Just do your best with what you have today, and tomorrow, you'll find you've gone further than you imagined. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will succeed. Albert Schweitzer. Success without happiness is merely an empty shell. You may achieve fame, wealth, or status, but if your heart lacks joy, every victory feels hollow. In contrast, when you do what you love, every day becomes a source of happiness. That happiness is the most powerful energy, giving you the resilience to overcome challenges and move closer to true success. Happiness is like sunlight, nurturing the seed of success. When you work with passion, every drop of sweat becomes worthwhile. Every failure is just a lesson, and every small step forward is enough to make you smile. Happy people don't need to chase success, for they, with their love for their work and life, are already the embodiment of success. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of a commitment to excellence, intelligent planning, and focused effort. Paul J. Meyer. Many look at others' success and think it's luck or chance, but behind every shining moment are thousands of hours of steadfast work, carefully calculated plans, and a spirit that never settles for mediocrity. Productivity isn't about speed, but the value of each action. Commitment to excellence is the root of productivity. When you resolve to do everything with your best effort, whether small or grand, results naturally follow. Intelligent planning is the map that guides you without a plan. Even the greatest efforts can fall into chaos. And finally, focused effort is the flame keeping your passion alive, undistracted by the countless temptations of life. Productivity is the harmony of will, strategy, and discipline, a testament to a professional spirit and a heart devoted to what you pursue. 70% of success in life is showing up. Woody Allen, in a modern world where people are easily swept up in worries, comparisons, and fears about the future, showing up, being truly present in your work, your life, every moment has become a rare art. Yet that very presence is the foundation of success. When you are fully present, you listen more deeply, understand more clearly, feel more keenly. You don't act mindlessly. Don't work just to finish, but with intention, with passion. And from that, every opportunity, relationship, and good outcome begins to unfold. Success is not just a destination, but a journey of focus and commitment. Those who are always present in their work, their learning, their relationships, they are building 70% of the foundation for success each day. The rest, skills, opportunities, luck, are merely supporting bricks. But if you're not truly present in your own life, no matter how many opportunities come, they'll slip through your fingers like sand. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Plutarch. The human mind was not made to passively receive, not a vessel waiting for others to pour in knowledge, but a fire needing to be sparked, nurtured, and set ablaze. When we treat the mind as a vessel, we learn only to memorize, to store. But when we see it as a fire, we learn to ignite inspiration, to explore, to light the flame of independent thought. A true fire not only warms itself, but can light the way for others. That fire is kindled by curiosity, a thirst for knowledge, and a passion for discovery. Every question, every reflection, every moment of daring to doubt and find new understanding, these are the sparks that fuel the fire in the mind. A great teacher doesn't fill students' heads with knowledge, but ignites in them the fire of curiosity and a hunger to learn. And once that fire is lit, it finds its own way to spread, never to be extinguished. Quality is not an act, it is a habit. Aristotle, like a drop of water that, over time, pierces through stone, quality is formed when we choose to do well in the smallest things. A blacksmith doesn't forge a sharp sword with one strike, but with thousands of steady blows. An artist doesn't reach beauty through inspiration alone, but through the habit of persistent practice and refining every detail. When quality becomes a habit, people no longer need to strive to do well, because everything they do naturally seeks perfection. That is when work ceases to be a burden and becomes a joy. Results are no longer just products, but the mark of a devoted soul. This is not just about professionalism, but a call to live more beautifully. Let quality become the breath in every action, word, and thought. For in that steady, consistent effort, we quietly build the best version of ourselves. Do your best until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. Maya Angelou. In the journey of life, no one starts with perfection. We walk with what we know, sometimes clumsily, sometimes mistakenly. But what matters is that we gave our all in that moment. Then, as knowledge grows, as experience deepens, we realize we can do better, and we do, with greater clarity, finesse, and compassion. Like a potter shaping clay, the first attempt may be misshapen, but with each try, the hands learn the clay, understand the fire, and create beautiful works. So too is each person's life, a process of shaping, not to seek instant perfection, but to become better than yesterday, every day. This teaches us compassion for ourselves. No need to compare with others, only to be honest with your current abilities. And when you know more, grow more, you keep raising your own bar. That is how great people are made, not from perfection, but from faith in endless growth. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Henry David Thoreau. Each person's life is a long journey, and dreams are the compass guiding the way. When you follow the direction your heart points to, every step, no matter how small, carries meaning. Confidence is not the absence of fear, but feeling fear and still moving forward because you believe in the light at the end of the path. Imagine a painter creating a life with the colors of their own mind. They don't wait for someone to hand them a brush or choose their colors. They actively create their dream's masterpiece. Living true to your dreams is the same. It's daring to leave your comfort zone, daring to choose the path less traveled, just to live fully as the person you love. When you walk with faith and resolve, the universe seems to open new doors, offering opportunities others don't see. And one day, you'll realize your dream is no longer distant, for you are already living it.